Hey guys. Little life update. I still have my follow-up with my oh my god, the CNY. My ultrasound is this Friday and my blood work. But let me tell you, I have been so out of breath. I'm now considered 7 weeks. Headaches are crazy. I don't know if it's that or the heat. It's gotten really hot up here. But I've also had nausea that hit me like a brick. It's Monday. It hit me Friday. Friday wasn't too bad. It was enough to make me like have to eat crackers, but Saturday was bad. I haven't had nausea up until this point, but Saturday I was dry heaving and I had bubble guts and it sucked. But I think what made it bad was I ran out of my Pepsid that CNY was having me take, so I wasn't taking it for 2 days, and that made my stomach really bubbly. I did get vitamin B6 and Unisom, which is like a sleep aid medication. All these are over the counter and all of them are safe to take during pregnancy, but definitely talk to your provider first before you take these things. But I took vitamin B6 and Unisom at night and that helped a lot. I also got back on the Pepsid, which just kind of kept down my bubble guts. I think my nausea comes a lot from the acid in my stomach, which they do say when you do get pregnant, that the muscle that keeps your acid from coming up from your stomach loosens, so you are more prone to getting like an acidy stomach or acid reflux. But that's just an update. It kind of went away now, and George is coming in with our dinner, so I can actually eat food. So he's just staring at me from the window. But another update later, so. Hey, this is actually Jocelyn from the future. I forgot to insert a clip here explaining kind of what we had going on. Or I may have deleted it. I thought I recorded. So in the last clip, I just said that we were getting ready to go to an ultrasound. I think it was like our last one with CNY. I never filmed. But this was I believe my last ultrasound that was ordered by CNY. Here, all my usual imaging centers that we were going to were fully booked out still, so I had to go. If you're from the Wisconsin area, you're aware of like Freighter, so I had to go to Freighter and actually get an ultrasound. This one actually ended up being really expensive because it was kind of considered like an urgent care ultrasound. Anyway, they saw me, and my experience this time was so awesome. I had a really friendly tech. She talked to me through everything. So she laid me down. We did a transvaginal ultrasound first, and then we did an abdominal ultrasound. And there we saw baby. We actually got to see baby. At the time, baby was about the size of a little bean. I mean, this is not to scale. I mean, in real life it was probably much smaller, but baby really didn't have any form, but you could see there was an actual object there that was baby. We heard the heartbeat, and I wish I recorded. I thought I recorded right after this appointment. Maybe I didn't. But we heard the heartbeat and I cried. Not like really hard in the office, but I was like tearing up on the table. My husband was really excited, and he kind of just like held my hand and everything. And we got a heartbeat that day, and the images and stuff I'm going to enter are kind of our pictures from, I believe we were 8 weeks. No, I think we were 7.5 weeks. 7 weeks and a couple days, because we didn't. I have to double check. I have to maybe look at the picture. They might say how far along I was. But yeah, sorry, just popping in. We went to get our ultrasound done. Everything looked good. They sent the images over to CNY. Sorry, my skin is like peeling. Anyway, they sent the images out to CNY from the CT scan, not the CT, the ultrasound. And then from there, CNY said everything looked good. And they gave me a call and they let me know that I am actually able to be discharged. I actually did speak to my OB. Well, I called my OB's office, and they actually got me in sooner. In a previous video, I said my first appointment was like sometime in August. I spoke to someone who works at the front desk, and she told me that's way too far out. Let me talk to the doctor. And I actually got in earlier July. So that was all taken care of. So now I'm pretty much with my OB. Everything looked great at our ultrasound. I apologize, I don't have an actual clip from right after that appointment. I thought I did. I may have accidentally deleted it when I was trying to clear out my phone. But yeah, Tech was super friendly. I even thanked her for like just talking to me through the whole thing. And she reiterated, you know, techs technically aren't able to say anything. It's really the radiologists that have to interpret it. But she's like, I'm not gonna sit here and scare moms. If I can say at least it looks like a viable pregnancy, I'm gonna say that. And that's what she told me, which made us feel better. But we were still pretty early on at the time. But everything looked great. We had a heartbeat. And obviously baby's still too small to move at that time, but you could see a little heart flicker, and we heard it, I believe it was like in the higher 160s at the time when we first heard it, which was absolutely insane to experience for the first time. It still felt really unreal at the time because I don't know, I guess we never thought we'd get to that point to actually be pregnant and hear a heartbeat. And then baby just looks like a little bean. I mean, we called baby a chicken nugget the first several weeks of pregnancy because they don't really have a shape or a form. They're just kind of like a little blob. So we just kind of called them a nugget. And I'm saying them because we still, at this point, Jocelyn in the future doesn't know the gender yet. So, but yeah, baby was perfectly healthy at the time that we could tell. And I'm just gonna insert like some of the photos that we got, and I think we're gonna have, I have a video of a private ultrasound that'll be coming a little bit later where we actually did it privately. We were allowed to record and everything, so that might be a better experience I can show you with you guys later. But these, I believe, are my week 7.5 or week 8 ultrasounds. So thank you guys for following so far. I know some of you guys are really interested in following the pregnancy part of this portion. So feel free to follow if you want. I appreciate all the like really encouraging comments I get. Like I said, I'm not doing this channel really to be like get followers and stuff. It's really just a self-documentation for me and my husband to look back on later on. And if you know our child is ever curious about, you know, what we had to go through to have them, not like as a this is what we did for you, but this is how much we love you, or they're just kind of curious of what the process is, because I think we're going to eventually tell our kid that they were an IVF baby, and that's perfectly fine, and we're not trying to make it a taboo thing either. But again, it's just kind of like a self-documentation journey for us to go back on. But if this benefits anybody that's going through a journey through IVF, just know that it is possible. It is a hard journey. And I do give kudos to anyone out there who is going through this as well, because it was not easy. And for weeks, I think at this time where I had this ultrasound, I was still taking PIO shots. I was still on suppositories for progesterone. I was still on my estrogen. You're still on medications, and it's tiring on top of pregnancy symptoms and body changes. So it is a lot. So, and if you're still struggling and you're not at the point where you are pregnant yet, or you've gone through loss, just know that you have a support group that's out there. We're here to help encourage you, let you know you're not alone. This is a hard journey. But if this channel helps you in whatever way, shape, or form, I mean, feel free to follow. If not, if you're just here to like one-time viewer, that's fine too. Like I said, just kind of really for me and my husband for self-documentation. But if you enjoy watching it, then thanks for being a part of it with us. I'll just show you guys those ultrasound pictures here, and just keep following, and we'll just be updating throughout the pregnancy as we go through, whether it's good or bad, and we'll go from there. But thanks guys, really appreciate everything. Bye.